I am done. Finally done. I'm so freaking happy right now. So relieved. My stress for a little while isn't over. I am in the first of my 3 weeks of finals. I had two massive papers that were due today. And the kind that we work on for like 9 weeks, but you don't finish learning everything you need to learn from it until like the last week as you're writing the paper. So that's always loads of fun for me. I am using my mic on here to see if maybe it's easier to hear me on my videos. But I am so thrilled. Oh man. I've been doing nothing but writing papers for about 3.5 days now. With just minor breaks in between to get a couple of things done. I can finally approach the things that have been just being super delayed in my house, like getting my room clean and finishing putting my apartment together. In other news, being conned out of lots of money still super sucks. I did manage to sell a leather bodice that I had, and ironically, I ended up selling it to my roommate's ex. Although that was never my intention, and I didn't recognize their name when we were emailing back and forth, and they kind of looked familiar when I met them and to give them the item, but I was like, no, it couldn't actually be them. That would be way too weird, and like way too few degrees of separation going on in my life. But roommate got home from the state fair, and we were talking, and he gets really quiet, and this really weird look comes over his face, and then he flips his phone over, and he shows me a picture, and it's the bodice that I sold, and I know it's the picture that I had originally taken, and apparently they had posted it on their Facebook page, and my roommate saw it. It was like, that's our old apartment. What the heck is going on here? That's where I took the picture at the old apartment, and yeah, it was funny, and I was like, oh, so that was really them. Wow, that's so funny, and that was a kind of cool thing to happen today. And then I had a really, really drunk and or high person deliver my pizza today because I didn't want to cook because I didn't have any time. And I've been eating leftovers for 3.5 days now, and I was really, really sick of it. I had leftovers for lunch. I had leftovers for dinner last night. I had leftovers for lunch yesterday. I had leftovers for dinner and lunch the day before. And I cooked the day before, so I'm really kind of tired of it, and I need a break. So I ordered pizza. And this guy who delivered it was like going like this, like really slowly the whole time. And he was a bit drunk. He was slurring his words. He couldn't understand the concept that I gave you this amount of money, give me this amount of money back, and the rest of the money is what I owe you plus the tip that I'm going to give you. And it wasn't like it was a complicated, I told him the exact amount I needed back, and that's all he had to do. And this was a concept I had to explain to him about 5 times over the course of 5 minutes as he counted singles back to me. Very, very slowly. It was rough, man. And then belatedly tonight I realized that it's Valentine's Day, and I ordered pizza and a cookie for myself to eat all alone in my apartment by myself. And that probably sounds really pathetic to some people, but since I'm pretty happy being single right now, and I was really, really just focused on getting my finals done and did not want to cook or eat leftovers, wasn't really that big a deal to me. It did strike me as funny later. Anyway, so I had interviews last week. I didn't get any jobs out of them. I have at least 1 interview lined up this week, and hopefully more. I'm still really stressed about that. I still owe my bank quite a lot of money, but I'm trying to focus on more positive things. I have more finals to do this week and next week. But this week only 1 final, yay, thing that'll be due next week, and then the week after is our 3.5 hour long finals, so that'll be loads of fun. I hope you guys had a happy Valentine's Day, and I would love to hear what you did. So, I know a lot of my friends are apparently watching Walking Dead, I guess, is on tonight, so I've got friends watching that and other stuff, so bye guys!